What's going on, guys? My name is Brad, and today I'm playing a little bit of domination on the map Nuketown, and during double XP weekend, and I'm using the little AUG or AUG as some people like to call it, and the perks I'm using are Flak Jacket Pro, Sleight of Hand Pro, and Tactical Mask Pro. That's usually my setup for both classes. As you see, I get 2 quick deaths here. And I wanted to touch up on 2 things pretty quick. As you see, I get that nice little sexual triple. But I wanted to touch up on 2 things. For one, I wanted to talk about the gameplay a little bit later in the video, and right now I wanted to ask you guys a question and kind of touch up on this topic that's been kind of thrown around by a few people. And if it has been thrown around, then maybe you guys will take this in consideration, I guess. Now, a lot of people are getting tired of Call of Duty Black Ops, and if you're not, then cool. But anyway, a lot of people are getting tired of Call of Duty Black Ops, and to be quite honest, I'm one of them. Because mainly, it's challenging in a way, but then it's not challenging. I mean, the guns have a lot of recoil, and a lot of people complain about that. Like, a lot of the guns, same guns, blah blah blah. But one thing that I wanted to say, and that's been tossed around, is should they have a new, like, instead of having a new map pack, should there be like a weapon pack? I think that'll be pretty cool. Like, you know, instead of like maybe like, okay, you can get certain guns in zombies, like you get the MP40. Well, I mean, if they come out with a weapon pack, maybe you could get the same guns from World at War or COD 4 from the things. I mean, that's just some topic that I wanted to bring up. Hopefully you guys agree or disagree. I mean, I'd like to hear what you guys have to say about it. So leave a comment or leave something, and I'll hope for positive feedback or opinions. I want this channel to be based on to be pretty opinionated, I guess you could say. And I don't know. That's just a topic that I wanted to kind of touch up on a little bit. Anyway, back to the gameplay. Now, I kind of do play a little bit selfish here, but I mean, I tend to not play selfish on a daily basis or whenever I'm playing games. But as you can see, the main tip that I would give to guys who are struggling in Call of Duty or kind of new to the game is to always keep your radar in your head. Like, always look at it, always take a glance at it, because people who aren't using a silencer, then you should be able to take advantage of them, because I mean, every time they shoot, they're giving away their position. I mean, I don't use a silencer often, but I'm not really afraid to give away my position because I have a headset and I can kind of hear which direction they're coming from. And that's another thing. If you guys would invest in a headset, if you're serious about the game, that would definitely give you a way where you can hear people's footsteps instead of relying on your TV audio. That way you can get something really close to your ears and everything. But as you can see right here, I come up in a little camp spot to lay down my motion sensor, and I'm kind of on a close kill streak here, so I'm kind of playing a little bit cautious right here. And I kind of push down because I noticed that they have the C flag, so I know that they're going to be spawning around C. So I take this right path and I kind of use it to my advantage whenever they have the Huey in the air. But I know that a bunch of people are going to be rushing in their spawn, and their spawns are eventually going to change. So I kind of stay back a little bit so their spawns won't change and be effective to me. But then I use that Blackbird to my advantage. That's where you always gotta look at your radar. I use the Blackbird to my advantage, and I get my dogs. So, I mean, that's the main tip I like to see you guys take in, is to always use your radar, because it's your friend. But I mean, right here, I noticed that we captured all flags, and now, well, now they captured back C, so I know they're gonna be spawning around C. So I kind of start rushing in their spawn, kind of a little bit selfish. I mean, I'm all for, like, if you're doing good, then fine, but I mean, I don't like to play selfish a lot. So right here, I spawn back, get back my AUG or AUG. I'm not sure what people call it. I'd call it an AUG since it was like the model for 2 AUG bar or whatever. AUG bar, AUG, H bar, I don't know. Anyway, yes. And then, another thing, my screen was glitching just now, so I kind of switched to. Another thing, they spawn back at C. So I'm gonna use this thing as my cover right here. And Flak Jacket Pro, that's where that comes in handy, that Flak Jacket Pro. If you guys didn't know, or if you haven't used it, it resets the fuse of your grenade. So now I realized that because of the Blackbird, their spawns changed. So I decided to rush in their spawn, and I did kind of carelessly, I died. So I noticed that they're all spawning at C, so I kind of use this little spot as my advantage. And hide from the RC car right there. So I realized that someone's at C right there, so I take him out. Someone's rushing through the house, so I kind of, you know, I mean, that's the main thing. I mean, I'm gonna say that a lot on this channel, but using your radar or whatever, that is your friend. It's your best friend. And if it's not, then you should start making friends with it and use it to its full advantage. But anyway, now I'm not sure which way that they're spawning, so I take advantage of the middle of the map since I get my Blackbird now. Now I know which way, and they're kind of all clustered up a little bit. Some at A, some at C, and now they're all spawning at A. So I get my dogs right here, and whenever I get my dogs, that's a sign that I can push up and let my dogs kind of, you know, do a little bit of damage and take care of some things. So I kind of use my dogs as a tool whenever I get it, and they are doing a fairly well amount of damage right there. So I realized that whenever you get your dogs, that's the time to push up, because the teammate's gonna be focused on dodging your dogs or not trying to not get killed by your dog, so that gives you a time to push up. I mean, that's what I go by. I mean, if you guys think otherwise, please leave a comment in the comment box down there and tell me how you feel. But I mean, this is just my opinions, so feel free to disagree or agree. Now I know a lot of people are rushing at A, and Huey's in the air, so they're gonna be focused on trying to take that out. So I figured, why not just rush around until it gets shot down, and it did. Now Blackbird's up again. This is another time to push up since I know which direction they're coming from, and they have no idea which direction I'm coming from. Now they have both flags. They have A flag and the C flag, and the main thing to me in domination is to capture one of those flags and make sure, like, because the flag that they captured, A or C, that's the side that's going to be spawning on. If they have just B, then you have no idea where they're going to be spawning from. Now I have the Blackbird right here, but I can't call it in, so I figured I'm going to use this Blackbird to its full advantage and try to get my dogs. And I killed that guy with my thing, and I get my dogs right here. I figured I might as well just call it in for one last time. And you know, this video is kind of coming up to a close. I mean, I hope that this video is coming to a close. I hope that this video helped you out in your Call of Duty knowledge, Call of Duty gameplay, Call of Duty everything. If you guys would take a couple seconds out of your day and like the video, I would very much appreciate it. Or if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I would very much appreciate that as well. Add me as a friend on PlayStation. That's my gamer tag, but I got a new one. So if you add me on that one, I mean, I still play on this one, so I'll let you know what my other one is. You'll see it in my comment section on my PlayStation 3. So like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Later.